Grand Rising, Kings, Queens, family, off pausers out there. Mr. Off Pause over here, what's going on with it? Man, broadcast brought to you by Momentum with Jay. Can't have a moment without some momentum. Real distinguished gentlemen, distinguished book club, Happily Married TV, Five Forks Up. Get it. Repeat after me. I am great. I am abundance. I am more than enough. I always think both. I focus on opportunities over obstacles. I am a money magnet. Let's get it. So yeah, man, today we talking about, man, I want to have a conversation about advice, man. Like, you know the questions, you know the 6. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. So let's break it down, man. So, who do you take advice from? You know what I mean? Like, do you take advice from the people around you that's doing the same thing as you? Do you take advice from people that's doing less than you? Do you take advice from people that's doing more than you? Who do you take advice from? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people can offer advice, but a lot of people don't know what they're doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, talking about it and implementing it is two different things. Like, and that's why I said that before, man. You don't take advice from people about things that they're not doing. You know what I mean? Like, you can't take marriage advice from a single person or a person that's been divorced multiple times. Like, you can't take relationship advice from them. They may be great in financial advice, but you know, so you see what I'm saying? So you gotta depend. You gotta understand who you taking it, who you getting advice from. You know, and at the same time, you gotta understand you don't take advice from somebody you wouldn't let criticize you. Like, if you wouldn't take advice from a person, then you wouldn't let that person criticize you or critique you in any manner, because it really doesn't matter about their opinion. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. So yeah, man. Next, what kind of advice are you taking? You see what I mean? That's what I mean when I say you may be able to take financial advice from a person that's divorced, but you can't take relationship advice from them. So, what kind of advice are you taking? Are you finding? Are you taking? Are you accepting? Or are you even looking for? Because you can ask for advice. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you can be like, hey, so in this situation, what would you do? You know what I mean? You can ask people that. So that's, you know what I mean? What kind of advice are you seeking? When are you seeking advice? Like, are you seeking advice when you need it? When you don't need it? When are you seeking advice? Because you can be seeking advice at a time where you really need to be moving or acting, but you're looking for somebody to move for you or with you. I mean, you should be moving on your own. So when are you taking advice? Where is your advice? Like, where are you taking advice? You know what I mean? Like, are you taking advice while you're doing it, or are you taking advice? You know what I mean? Are you taking? Are you in a good place when you getting the advice? Are you in a bad place? You see what I'm saying? Like, where? Like, not where are you at physically? Where are you at mentally when you're taking advice? You know what I mean? Are you in a place where you want to learn, or are you in a place where it's just advice? You know what I mean? Or are you at a place where you can accept it? You know what I mean? And move on it. Like, where are you at when you take advice? Like, mentally. So, you know what I mean? So because if you understand where you at mentally, it'll make it easier to understand the advice that you should be taking or that you are taking. Or why you're taking the advice the way you're taking it even. Because if you're in a pissed off mood, if you're mad at a chick, for example, if you're mad at a chick, you don't want to be taking advice on how to make a chick happy. You see what I mean? Not at that time. Later on, yes, but at that time, you don't want to take advice on making chicks happy when you pissed off at the chick. You see what I mean? So where are you at mentally when you're getting advice? Think about why you're getting that advice. Not just because you need it, but I mean the actual why you're getting it. Like, do you need help figuring out a path to take? Do you need help getting rid of something? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you seeking that advice? Think about that. Like, don't just seek advice just to know it. Seek it to help you reach your goals and implement something. You know what I mean? And that type thing. Like, so you know what I mean? So it's a better understanding of why you're doing it. Because that's pretty much the driving force in anything is the why. It should be. Like, why should always be a driving force in a lot of stuff you do. Like, why am I doing this? If you can come up with a good why, you're on the right track. How are you seeking advice? Like, are you seeking it through the internet? Are you seeking it through, because like the internet is such a broad spectrum. When I say the internet, I mean social media platforms, your own research, like how you would type in, for example, car, and then it'll come up with all different cars. Then you go deeper and type in spaceship-looking cars. Then you go deeper and type in cars with no steering wheels. You see what I'm saying? So the internet includes a lot of different forms of advice. You know what I mean? We all know YouTube is the #1 place for advice or how-to stuff. No, that's that. But yeah, so how are you seeking advice? And are you actually seeking it for a real person, from a real person, or are you just seeking it from somebody you can watch do it, or are you seeking it for, like, do you really care about the information? That's my thing. Like, you know what I mean? So man, who do I get advice from? Man, I get advice from people in my trading groups, mainly, because I really don't fuck with nobody else. So listen, you know what I'm saying? I get advice. It depends. I get advice from it depends on the time and the situation. Because I asked my homeboy at work, my brother B, I asked him at work every day, like, hey man, what do you think we should do about this? Or what do you think we should, you know what I'm saying? So it just depends on the situation, on but I know when to ask for advice is when you know what I mean? What kind of advice do I ask for? I ask for advice on different stuff. Some stuff is trading. Some stuff is real estate. Some stuff is, you know what I mean? So it just depends on, it's everything. My advice thing, it's always, it depends. Situation, you know what I mean? The urgency of the urgency of how quick how soon do I need the advice? You know what I mean? So it's a lot of variables. You know what I mean? But yeah, my man, I seek advice on anything that I'm trying to figure out that I don't know. When do I seek advice? When I'm stuck mentally on a situation. Yeah. Like I always, because I figure another set of eyes on something to give you a better perspective on it. Where do I be at mentally when I want advice? Mentally, I'll be in a place to accept the information. Because I wouldn't ask it if... I don't ask like to be sarcastic. I ask to generally get the information. So I'm always mentally in a place of acceptance when I hear information. Why do I ask for advice? For the reason I just stated before, because I be stuck in a place where I don't know how to move forward or how I should take it. Basically, some stuff is how I should take it. Like, you ask somebody something like, okay, so this went down like A, B, and C. Am I in the wrong for taking it this way, or is that the right? You see what I'm saying? So that's like that's different too. So how do I get my advice? Mainly through Telegram, texting people, because I like to talk to real people and get real-time answers. I don't like to be waiting. So you know what I mean? So I get my advice pretty much through personal contacts. You know what I mean? So yeah, so they're mine. And I'm working on them every day. So we may have this conversation in 6 months. All them answers may be different. Because I'll be in a different area, or I'll be in a different space. So yeah, man. Great talk, man. Great talk. Yeah. Y'all stay blessed, man. Inspire somebody today. Get better than you were yesterday. Laugh a lot, smile even more. Enjoy life, man, because you only get this one. Might as well ride this bit. Have fun, man. Have a great time. Enjoy life, man. No complaining. Still another 52-week money challenge. Let's get it. Y'all stay off pause out there, man, because we off pause over here.